I'm doing a challenge where I play Minecraft every single day for 1 minute, and it's actually harder than I thought. But I think the ultimate challenge is trying to beat the game by the end of day 365, and I'm already regretting giving myself that as a goal. But I've been doing it for over a month, and I actually quite enjoy it. However, I think you deserve a recap of the first month, or 28 days, but I've already done a day 136 recap, so I'm going to start this at day 7. Day 7 begins with me getting some more stone. As you can see from my toolbar, I only have wooden tools, so I need to upgrade them. Back up with the surface and touching grass again, I cook some more food in my furnace before making upgrades to my tools. A stone axe, shovel and sword. I eat some food and run to admire the view whilst I cook. I do not advise doing this in real life however. Unfortunately though, cooking is a bit slow and I'm pressed for time, so I'm making another furnace to expedite the process. Going into day 8, I'm continuing to cook, and I got a bit bored here, so I decided to slay some fish, which took up the majority of the day to be honest. And the next day shows why you should never put me in a parkour map, and I'm sorry to anyone who wanted to pull their eyes out watching this. Trust me, it's going to happen a lot. Upon my return to the temporary base, the cooking is done, and for some reason I got some dirt to pass the time. Now to anybody who hasn't watched the series yet may not know of the goal I set myself at this point. I'm trying to get to this village by the end of day 10, which is when the night begins. Whilst I know people like to kill mobs on the first night, I don't, since I like to kind of protect myself and I'm not great at, killing mobs. That is kind of why I didn't make it to the hardcore series to be honest, even though another ultimate goal of this is to not die. But shortly after entering day 10, the last fish got cooked, meaning that it is now a race against time. So let's cue the music. Okay, I will admit, day 10 was a bit dramatic, but with all of those hills and the water slowing me down, I legit didn't think I would make it in time. But I did. I set my spawn point with milliseconds left to spare. Unfortunately though, I can't quite go to bed just yet, so I do the usual such as looting a chest, and then killing the village's livestock. I mean, if you're not going to use it, then just let me do it. I stole some bread I found before having a villager offer me his bed for the night. How kind of him, though he did get a bit close to me. I don't really appreciate that. After I woke up, I looked around the village for trades, and because I wanted advancement, I probably made a terrible deal. However, I don't think in this series we're going to be going that far, but only time will tell. I continued spending the next couple of days just exploring this village in general, and for once I didn't kill an iron golem for iron, but I did kill a pig however. I saw that there was a blacksmith, so of course I went to one because I was interested in its loot. It had some armor, but most importantly an iron pickaxe. I decided to use the village's stacks of hay and turn them into bread, but only for me to use. Obviously, I'm just such a kind person, aren't I? Also, the same goes for these bunch of sheep. I found a map in a chest, however the map wasn't particularly useful. I did find a cracking terrain, but just like the map, it was rather disappointing. So as usual, I went into another hole, but this time it was so much better because they were actually oars. However, I realised that I can't breathe underwater, so I had to make a door. Now I've already established that I'm bad at climbing up hills, so I won't apologise for this, but I will apologise for not crafting my door like right next to the water. I think I was trying to set up a temporary base, but I just forgot to. But upon crafting my door, I went back to mine some lapis. But do you know what a very important ore is? Cool. At this point in time, I know that there are many better fuel sources, but once again as I mentioned, I probably won't be going that far. Now mining all of this uncovered an entirely brand new cave. I kind of got the rest of what I wanted and then went into this cave to explore it. Now I can already see a lot just from this shot alone. A mine shaft, but at this point I just wanted iron, and I can already see 4 different locations. So of course, I was excited to get some. It only took me 17 minutes to get this far, but there were a lot of iron here. A zombie wanted to kill me, so of course I killed them back. Then went back to iron mining like nothing happened. A skeleton tried to get revenge back for what I did to a zombie friend, but I don't take revenge easily I'm afraid. I also blew up a creeper because it's fun, and do you know what else is fun? Mining iron. Shortly thereafter, I made my way back up to the surface to do stuff with my new iron. During this time, I went into the village to steal a bed, but also just to look at the trades that the villagers were offering me. When I got back to my base, I created even more bread. As you can see, my inventory is a bit full, so I made a double chest to dump all my stuff into. I collected all of my iron that I had smelted before going back to bed. But on day 10, you might have seen a shipwreck, so I'd made my way out there, and it took longer than I expected. But as usual, I looted the chests that were there, and ate this suspicious stew that ended up blinding me temporarily. But at least I wasn't in a fight, so that's good at least. Looted the chest on the other side of the shipwreck. I was meant to get a buried treasure map, but it ended up glitching and gave me a map instead. And as it turns out, another use of shipwrecks are that they are a valuable resource for wood. Not only did I craft a second crafting table for me to use on the go, but also to craft a boat so I can get back to shore a lot faster. Touching grass and not water this time. It turns out that I had a brain shortage because I forgot where my base was. Oh, there it is. I used the iron to craft a bucket so I can fill it up with water, and it's sure to protect myself when I'm in the caves. Another thing I had to do was sort out my inventory, which is just putting everything into a chest with no organisation. I also used the iron to craft some more armour, then went back into the cave to pick up some water and go exploring once again. One thing I came across was this geode. I mined my way into one, then immediately got attacked by a skeleton. But I also came across gold for the first time in this world, which is going to be important as we're going to need it for the nether, both for the gold armour to protect piglins from attacking me and to trade with them. I also picked up some more lapis and iron because why not? Now one thing you might have noticed is that this is a mineshaft. I picked up some more iron and double creeper. I also got an advancement for protecting myself as I killed a skeleton, and of course blew up yet another creeper. Now this is where things start to get a bit more intense, as I'm getting attacked by lots of mobs at once. But the last thing I did on day 28 was to mine some iron. If you want to see days 1 through 6, click on the video on the screen, otherwise see you in the next video.